Yesterday, I posted a video saying that in Jiangxi Provincial Psychiatric Hospital, I threw up all the medication they gave me for 2 months. And then a bunch of people came to question me. They said, "How is that possible? Can you just throw up psychiatric hospital medication whenever you want? Why don't you just admit that you were cured after being force-fed medication for 2 months?" That's a very good question. I personally welcome all of you to question me. If you have any doubts about me, you can leave them in my comments section. If I find your question worth answering, I will make a dedicated video to respond to you. Today, I will use the discharge summary issued by Jiangxi Provincial Psychiatric Hospital to answer this question. Why is it impossible for me to have been cured by Jiangxi Provincial Psychiatric Hospital in 2 months? First of all, can mental illness even be cured in 2 months? And if it could be cured in just 2 months, would it even require involuntary hospitalization in the first place? I won't even bother discussing these questions. Today, let's just focus on the discharge record that Jiangxi Provincial Psychiatric Hospital gave me. This record was also submitted to the court. Now let me read it out loud. This is what it says. The patient was admitted due to recurrent temper outbursts and unstable interpersonal relationships for over 10 years. For these 10 years, I was basically living alone. Even my family and friends didn't know that I supposedly had a bad temper, unstable interpersonal relationships. Oh, but they somehow knew. Anyone who doesn't know the situation would think that I must have been living with them for the past 10 years, or even sharing a bed with them, for them to know me so well. Admitted along with a history of provocation and troublemaking. What does provocation and troublemaking mean? I was groped by an auxiliary police officer. I reported him. And that's called provocation and troublemaking? Physical examination upon admission. Multiple bruises on both calves. No other positive physical signs detected. This part is even funnier. Why did they add this line? Because on the day of my discharge, they discovered that my legs were covered in bruises, which were caused by them restraining and beating me. Then they got scared. They were afraid that I would hold the hospital accountable, so they deliberately added this line. What they were implying was, she came in with these bruises already, but if that were the case, then why, after 2 whole months, had those bruises not disappeared? Huh? And you call yourself a medical professional? Mental health examination upon admission, the patient's thoughts and behaviors have long-term and consistently deviated from normal behavioral patterns. I really don't know, what exactly is their definition of normal behavioral patterns? Exhibits paranoia and sensitivity. Self-centered. Oh, so what now? If I'm not self-centered, should I be centered around you instead? Frequently complains, argues, holds grudges and is prone to retaliation. This part of the discharge summary, I must say, I completely agree with this sentence. Holds grudges and is prone to retaliation. I absolutely love retaliation. You better watch out. Blames others for all problems and responsibilities. So what? I was locked up in a psychiatric hospital by you, and you expect me not to blame you? Should I blame myself instead? Emotionally unstable. Tell me, who in a psychiatric hospital could possibly have stable emotions? You tell me. Does not follow hospital rules and regulations in the psychiatric ward. Now here comes the highlight. Does not follow hospital rules and regulations in the psychiatric ward. Extremely uncooperative with treatment. Pay attention, this is written by them. Extremely uncooperative with treatment. Frequently makes verbal threats. Even exhibits impulsive behavior. Threatens and verbally abuses fellow patients and medical staff. They say that I threatened and verbally abused medical staff. Shows clear signs of maladaptation. Further in-depth examinations after admission. The patient was also found to have severe obsessive-compulsive disorder. Lacks self-awareness. Yes, this is their final evaluation of me. So for those who keep saying Jiangxi Provincial Psychiatric Hospital cured me, I really think even the hospital itself probably doesn't believe they have that kind of ability.